Hey there, I'm Tracy, and this is the 3-Wick Thesis Candle channel. Today I have for us an episode of my lit review series. We're going to be talking about Kringle's Easter candles that I hauled. I have the chocolate eggs, the lemon marshmallow sugar, the carrot cake, and the Jellybean Jubilee. I'm going to start with my favorite of the bunch, and you may not be too surprised. That is the chocolate eggs. Alright, y'all. On warm. This actually smells like melted milk chocolate. It almost has like this fondue essence to it. That's the best way I can describe it. On cold, it definitely feels more like a solid chocolate. I feel like the creaminess doesn't come out as much as what it does when it's warm. Legitimate, authentic chocolate note. I feel like it gets a little bit milkier and sweeter on warm. On cold, I feel like it's a little bit more dark chocolate or bittersweet. Yes. But on warm, let me tell you, it's almost like you left your Easter candy out in the sun and it started to melt. You get that like rich cocoa, creamy chocolate butter sort of fragrance. That's what you get with this. And it was funny, I was burning this last night, kind of in my entryway, which comes into my open concept. And my neighbor came by, was talking to my husband outside, and she's like, "What smells good?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, it's probably one of the candles we have going inside." That's what was working. And I was making stuffed peppers for dinner, and she could still smell the chocolate because she said it smelled like vanilla, which I don't get a whole lot of vanilla. I mean, I can see where you might pick up on that because it just smells like sweet chocolate or sweet candy. This is a winner though. Is it repurchase worthy for me while the sale is happening? The answer to that is no. Let me tell you why. I really enjoy this. This is a huge candle. This is going to take me most of the month to get through. The reason I'm not going to repurchase it on the sale price is because this is an amazing chocolate candle, but I also don't feel like there's anything that necessarily sets it apart from other chocolate candles that I really like. There's nothing unique about it in the sense that I have others that I can burn and get the same vibe from. I think this one's best right now because, hello, it looks like a speckled jelly bean, but it's not something that I'm going to go out and buy backups of just because it's not really unique in terms of scent quality. Love it though. My next favorite, I actually think I like the carrot cake more. The Hubs and I don't agree. His favorite is the lemon marshmallow, but I'm going to do that one third. Carrot cake is my next favorite. Now this one, on cold, smelled pretty spicy, almost like a red hot. Yeah, now I feel like I'm getting more of the cake note on cold, but it also could be because I'm smelling the wicks, which have the, they have the char on there. I have burned this one. I think I'm on my third burn of the carrot cake already. I really like it. The spiciness of the cinnamon really gets toned down by the burn, but it is a spice forward candle. To me, it smells like a combination of warm cinnamon. You could convince me it's warm cinnamon, nutmeg, and cardamom. So it's spicy, but it's not like full fall vibe spicy, if that makes sense. I think on cold it felt more like, this is a white pumpkin candle from Bath and Body Works, but on warm it really does kind of become more ooey gooey. I still don't get cream cheese. I'm hoping, I've heard other reviewers say that they got like halfway down and started smelling the cream cheese. I hope that's true, but also give me cream cheese for the whole candle. But I've been pairing it with leprechaun treats from Kringle. And I've also been pairing it with Caramel Sundays Bakery on Main, which unfortunately that one's just not throwing at all for me. So it's not adding much to this in terms of sweetness. But I've been pairing it with vanilla candles to try to make it more frosting-like. I will say that the dark salt coconut Caramel Sundays pairs really well with the chocolate eggs from Kringle. It almost makes it smell like a Mounds candy bar. So I've been doing some crossover while I'm testing these candles. So carrot cake I think is my second favorite out of the 4 I picked up. This one's my third, although this is my husband's number 1. In fact, I will tell you that in my haul video that I shared yesterday, I said I was not going to repurchase this. Husband had different ideas. Husband was like obsessed. There was a moment last night where he's like, "I love you so much." And I was like, "Oh, I love you too. And he's like, no, I was talking to the candle. So I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And he's like, no, I love you too. I was talking to the candle. So he was sniffing this, telling it how much he loves it. And we've burned through, we've got through quite a bit of that already. It's been pretty much going nonstop all day for the last 2 days. Once it gets too high of the flames, he waits for it to solidify, cuts the wicks, and then relights it. And honestly, y'all, on cold, this smells sugary, lemony, almost like a lemonade. On warm, this smells like Fruit Loops to me. You even get some of what feels like the starchiness to cereal, which I assume is supposed to be like the starchiness of a marshmallow. This is not a marshmallow fragrance, though. Not to me. I feel like I'm a little bit of a marshmallow connoisseur. I own marshmallow, marshmallow sugar, campfire marshmallow, marshmallow snow cream. I do not like marshmallow gelato. I have all the marshmallow from Goose Creek. And I'm not always a fan of the marshmallow from Bath and Body Works, but I have the marshmallow lavender, was it marshmallow fireside? I have marshmallow candles. This is not a marshmallow candle. It doesn't have the gooiness and the creaminess of a marshmallow. It just has sugar. So if you are looking for a sweet, citrusy, Fruit Loopy candle, pick this up. Hubs reordered this, so we are actually getting a backup. He wants to burn this outside of Easter. I support that. So we did grab another one of those during the sale. Last but not least, I have a story to tell you about the Jellybean Jubilee. Okay, on cold. This just smelled like, and even then it has changed. I don't even know what happened. On cold, it did not smell medicinal. It just smelled sugary, sweet cherry, and I felt like I got that jelly bean essence to it that made me think I was actually sniffing jelly beans. I could get like a hint of the licorice on cold. Let me tell y'all, on warm. Okay, first of all, if you're looking for a strong throwing cherry candle, this is your go-to, okay? If you love cherry, and you really love cherry, and you want it to fill your entire house, this is your go-to. I do not like this. This is the first big boy Kringle I've ever ordered that I have serious regrets about, and I would send it back if I thought they would take it. I can reach out to them and ask. I don't know if they would, but on warm, this turns extremely medicinal to the point of what I feel was astringent, like clear your sinuses, overwhelming, strong, medicinal, very sharp cherry. So you had the like sweet juiciness of the cherry, but then it had this, like it smelled like a cough drop to me. And in particular, I'm going to make another 90s reference. Actually, this is really more 80s reference. And those cough drops have been around forever, but they were like cool in the 80s and I ate them like candy. Ludens. Put a picture up here in case you don't know what I'm talking about. It smells like you put like 10 boxes of Luden cough drops in a pot and melted it on the stove. So sweet, ooey gooey, but medicinal and astringent. And honestly, it triggered like virus trauma in me, and it made me really anxious, thinking I was like sick or getting a cold. And so I burnt it out. I did let it come to full pool for the filming, but then I burnt it out, and let me tell you, it lingered. I smelled cherry. I haven't been back down into the converted garage. It may still smell like cherry down there. I smelled cherry all night. While this was burning, I burned it in the converted garage, so I have a split level home. Garage is on the bottom. You go up half a flight of steps, you have my open concept where I am now. You go up another half and you're in my office, our bedroom. Sitting at my desk. This is down in the garage, which is also a fire protected space. By law, it has like fire retardant everywhere. The door is fire sealed. I could smell this upstairs in my office while it was lit. And when I burned it out, I smelled it for 6-7 hours at least before I went to bed, to the point where I finally went downstairs and turned on my air purifier, which has a carbon filter to remove odors. I have that for the cat boxes, but I turned it on to remove the cherry fragrance that was stuck in my room. Like I said, if you love cherry and you don't mind the medicinal edge, and you want one that throws, get this one. I do not like this on warm. This does not smell like jelly beans. I was expecting a fruit punch vibe. I was expecting a hint of anise. I was expecting sugar, and this is not it. And I was leaving y'all comments yesterday on the launch, or on the haul video. I actually filmed the haul video 2 days ago, and I was testing these while editing and like uploading, and I hadn't gotten to the cherry one yet when y'all were commenting. And then when you started commenting saying you wanted my feedback and I started getting an impression, I was like, I gotta let y'all know before I film this video for today, because it has evolved. Okay, not a repurchase for me. Will not buy this again next year, and am going to seek out whether or not I can return this, even though it's been burned, because quite frankly it's offensive to my nose. But yes, and yes. And I would probably compare this one, I mean, they're all kind of smelling the same to me at this point. I would put this one probably in between Bath & Body Works and Goose Creek. Goose Creek is my favorite, then probably this one, then Bath & Body Works for carrot cake. And Caramel Sundae's carrot cake melts. I can't smell them. They lasted 3 hours and they're dead already. So, which is really, really fast for wax melts. I will have more of an update on them. Again, I want to spend time with them before I really share out all my information. But there's been a couple of winners so far and some pretty hard, not again, experiences with caramel sundaes, but more on that in another video. All right, well, I am off to do my Bath & Body Works haul. Hubs has the middle child, our Siamese cat, at the vet right now. He's got a little, I think it's just like a cyst or like a fat clump right near the edge of his tail. Just getting that checked out. Had a cat growing up who had leg cancer, and it felt kind of similar. So I'm like, we should just, go have the vet take a look at that and see. So he's over at the vet with our middle baby boy. Going to be bringing him home. He's going to be bringing back some coffee, our breakfast, and then we're going to head out to the stores this morning and definitely pick up some body care sale stuff and just see what the outlet store has in terms of candles, and maybe snag, a single wick or two. If you have any questions about my lit review, please leave them in the comments below. Also, if you have shared similar experiences as me, especially with that jelly bean, validate me. Leave me a comment below. If you appreciated this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you're subscribed already, thank you. Awesome sauce. And if you aren't, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That does motivate me to keep creating content, and it just makes me feel good. I'll see you later this afternoon or evening if you're on the East Coast with my Bath & Body Works Ritual Saturday haul video. Until then, take care. Bye.